Take it away.
Oh, we're live and it's Friday. Oh, man. You always think Friday's not going to get here. Hi, everybody. It's the happy hour. Cheers to you. And apparently I'm doing this by myself, but we do have a special guest today. So it's just Bryn and myself and our very special guest, the special sauce tonight.
Oh,
Mandel.
Thank you.
There he is. Mo is hanging out in LA at a friend's apartment. If you could give us a 360 of a friend's
Well, let's take you guys around. All right, here you go. This is, some shitty wall art, and this TV does not work. And
That TV doesn't work.
These are my boxer shorts hanging on the TV. I was going to go wear them to the gym after this. Those are yesterday's boxers.
Yeah. You don't want to waste a clean pair of boxers.
And there you go. That pretty much takes you through where I've been masturbating for the last 2 days.
What's the reasoning that you have the boxer shorts on top of the TV?
Airing them out, Brent.
Yeah, airing them out. I mean, if you see, there's not a lot of I don't want to put myself in his cupboard, in his drawers. I feel like that's a little presumptuous. So, I'm just sort of utilizing what God has provided me with here.
I see.
Oh, when you move, your camera freezes. I'm looking at the hey, a lot of people already asking where's Coco, and if I could just quickly address this, Coco.
We just spoke to her. She's got a little issue today, and I don't know, it's her business, and I'm not going to tell you everything, but she wanted to say hi to everybody. I also just talked to Vinny. He says hello, everybody, and happy Friday and happy weekend. And now back to Mo Mandel, who, by the way, has a couple shows coming up in town.
Big stuff.
Let's get the business out of the way before the drinking starts in earnest.
That's a good point.
First up, we got Sally Tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
In Rohnert Park. Silly name, great club. There we go. Look at that.
Oh,
that is a really,
what do you think of that little
you look so
homemade,
masculine, so handsome.
Thank you. Don't sound so surprised.
Hold on a second.
What's that hand gesture? Is that like, get over here? Or
come over here,
or is it?
I think it's like, come join the fun. I'm flexing a little bit there, showing a little nice shadow there on the bicep.
Yeah, no, it's
good.
Yeah. Right.
And this is the kind of sex appeal that I'm going to be unleashing at Sally Tomatoes in Rohnert Park.
It could be a little louder. I feel like, I don't know.
All right, you got it right.
I'm very excited though, because I grew up in Mendocino County, so I'm somewhat local to the Rohnert Park area, and I used to play mini golf in Rohnert Park at Scandia. And one time my mom slapped me in the face during my birthday party there for calling her a bitch. So it'll be a really nice homecoming.
How old were you?
15.
Okay, 15 is prime call your mom a bitch time.
I called her a bitch, and she slapped me in the face in front of all my friends.
Oh, shit.
Without a doubt, I deserved it. So my parents are actually going to be at that show. So maybe I'm going to have my mom come on stage and we can reenact it.
That'd be great. So you called her a bitch, but why? What was she doing? Not enough cake? What happened?
I mean, well, clearly she was being a bitch. I think that should have been obvious.
That's what moms do, right? Bitch away.
I don't know what she was doing, but she was not having it. She was not having it.
So the night before New Year's, you're at Sally Tomatoes. But then, for those of you who travel the 101 past Marin Civic Center, there's a place there, a performing arts hall called the Marin Center. And they've got a big sign, huge sign that hangs over the highway there. And it's, coming up the Gem Show. Coming up, we got some kind of whatever the fuck expo. And on New Year's Eve, the very handsome and talented Mo Mandel.
And I'm just going to be doing that same pose right there. It's the only pose I do now.
The Marin Center.
I see.
Yeah, so it's going to be the best of the San Francisco comedy competition, headlined by me. You got Kabir Singh, who was just on America's Got Talent. He'll be opening. So yeah, a lot of North Bay stuff. You could just stay on the 101 for your entire holiday break and just check me out.
I need more Mo in this.
I feel like there isn't enough Mo.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not thrilled about the poster. That was theirs, and I would have liked them to enlarge my face. I do feel like it's a little small.
Yeah,
so they're calling you a special guest, but you're technically headlining, aren't you?
I am. Yeah. No, there's a lot of notes I have for this design. I'll be honest with you. I have a lot of notes. I don't like the shape. Why is it a rectangle? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah, no, it's not nearly as nice.
It's not convenient.
Yeah, the other one seems better.
Right.
Yeah. Well, welcome home to the place where your mom slapped you.
Thank you.
What's the NBC thing? Hold on. There's all kinds of shit over there on the side. We got Comedy Central. All right.
There's Comedy Central. Yeah.
CBS. What have you done on CBS?
Two Broke Girls. I played a washed up actor, and I honestly beat out Bud Bundy for the role. It came down to me and Bud Bundy, and Steve Sanders from 90210 was also at the audition.
Oh wow.
Ian
Ziering, exactly. And this is how hard Hollywood is. So, when I was a kid watching Beverly Hills 90210, that guy was like a star, And at the audition, not only is he auditioning for this one episode part, where's the drink? Here's my drink. Boom. They missaid his name. They're like, Ian Ziering. And he was just like, God.
That kid, kill me. I'm just.
And then he didn't even get it.
I'll bet you that you got that role because they were like, nobody knows this guy. We need it to be a washed-up actor that no one is going to go, oh, yeah, they are actually a washed-up actor. We're going to get an up-and-comer to play the washed-up actor.
Yeah, we're like, we need a guy who's never been famous enough to technically even be washed up.
Right.
I'm still trying to get to that washed-up level.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be washed up? It means you burst out at the ocean somewhere.
It's a very good point. I know people make fun of one-hit wonders. It's like, dude, a lot of people never got that one hit. You know what I mean?
Here's
like
that.
Walking on the Sun was a pretty sweet, 6 months for that dude.
Are you talking about might as well be walking
on the sun?
No, that's a bad example. You got to go like Men Without Hats Safety Dance or something because those guys actually had All-Star.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
They're not a one-hit wonder.
But I still feel like who are they? What was that guy's name? I still feel like that was a name that you could like say and people were like, oh yeah, like no one really liked those guys.
Yeah.
But they were yeah, oh they are. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know that I didn't mean insulting your neighbor, so I really apologize.
I'm gonna call Steve tonight and
I'm gonna say I've never seen someone get so defensive about that fucking band from 1996 before. Whoa! I mean, everyone loves All-Star.
I mean, if you're gonna really lump them in with the one-hit wonders, then
Was that like your big celebrity hookup, like in the late '90s? And you're just
yeah. I mean, it's actually Steve Hartwell did say something really nice to me one time. Sort of. He goes, "I'm in the back. They were playing at some Alice event or something, and I had on my my Chucks, and he goes, those are cool. You're cool." And I went, oh my God, I'm the guy from Smash Mouth. Just said I'm cool. So that's why I'm so defensive about it, Mo.
Sarah's like, all right, first of all, Mo, Carson Daly put them in the top 8 on TGRL 5 times that year. All right, back off.
How dare you insult my friends in Smash Mouth?
His niece went to my high school. That was the most popular. That was the most famous thing.
Who went to your high school?
Steve Hartwell's niece. She used to brag about it a lot.
Oh,
yeah, that was a big thing for her. She was really milked in that for popularity.
Well, the guy was a rock star. I guess. I mean, we recently saw a video where he was
shit-faced.
You're not doing well.
He looked a little wild. Yeah.
It's tough. It's hard to be that hot, that fast, and then just.
Yeah. And then 28 years later,
Okay. So listen, everybody who's watching us on Facebook, I know you hate us for doing this, but we really want you to jump over to youtube.com/random hookups. There it goes. Bryn is going with it. And the reason is because we like to keep all the comments. We like the comments to all be on there.
All in one place.
We can't save them both. We certainly can't save this on.
Hey, Mo, have you tried this before? You know how hard this is to do?
The little things?
Yeah. I'll give you a chance after me because it's not as easy as it looks, right?
Well, I mean, you're in what looks like some sort of like government space lab. Like I would hope you could figure that out.
At the youtube.com/random hookups.
Try and do it.
Go for it.
What do you want me to try to do?
I'll give you an example one more time. Hold on. You see how I did that? So hold on. Right? You see right here?
Yeah.
Touch it, and I go. I'm just moving along. Here it is.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant you wanted me to write them on the YouTube. I'm like,
no. I want you to be able to do that. So I'm putting you down at the bottom here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it's really hard. Yeah. That is hard.
Yeah.
It's like when Sarah kept asking me, you kept saying to adjust my mic.
Another one. Here comes another one.
Catch the next one.
Ah, shit.
Oh my God, you suck at that.
I'm just so messed up on this mountain water. You know.
Yes.
Just
Oh
can't
my
do it.
God, that's liquid death.
We do this every fucking week. I'm pretty
Thanks,
sure
Sarah.
this is not
People are
entertaining.
like,
Oh, I did it again.
All right, I'm
we're
hopping off
definitely
Facebook
not
now.
into this.
This should be like the sobriety test that the cops have you do.
Yeah.
I'll see you
Well,
at
because you
YouTube.
have to do it. Yeah. Goodbye. We'll see you on YouTube. All right. Now we're safe, you guys. Are we off? We're off.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're safe. We can talk about drugs, sex, rock and roll. Not necessarily in that order, right? Actually, before we went live, we've been hanging out for like half an hour, and we had some very frank cocaine discussions.
We did.
You know, none of us have ever done that, and so we're very anti that.
I mean, why would you?
Who would ever do that?
Yeah.
It just gets in the way of my church time.
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
that's
right.
what I always feel.
So
like.
that was our we all agreed that's for the devil. You know, that's the devil's work.
We're more meth people. You know, we're Northern California.
Oh, we're more meth people.
We're more meth people.
We're more meth type. I see what you're saying.
No,
yeah.
We're not. No meth. No. Oh my God. You know, in all seriousness, meth seems like the end of the world to me.
Oh, I think it seems so fun.
Does it? Have you ever done meth? You've never done
I've
meth.
never done it, but boy, does it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost it.
To go wild. You take off your clothes, you take out your teeth, and you just sort of become one with the elements, you know? Like, you know that scene in Gladiator where you're just in front of all the people and just like, ah! Like, to me, I bet when you do meth, like, you just feel like that in a 7-Eleven parking lot. You're just like a god, man.
In the 7-Eleven parking lot.
Yeah, dude. I'll tell you, when I go out to Roner Park, I'm going to do meth and go to that mini golf course and smash the windmill. That's what I'm going to do. Just like a god of mini golf.
I think it is still there. You can see it from the highway, right?
I think so.
It's been a while since I drove to Roner Park.
What's your thing against meth? Why are you such a meth hater?
Have you ever gone to Faces of Meth? Really? You have to ask me why I'm against meth? Because it ruins entire
Why are you being so judgmental about meth?
Because it just seems to me it's one of the scariest ones because after a couple drinks I'm like everything sounds like a great idea, and I would never want that near me because it seems like the people who start doing meth just never stop doing meth. And like you said, the teeth fall out. Like the Faces of Meth thing, there'll be like some 25-year-old chick who looks 45, and they show the first time she was arrested her mugshot, and she's still kind of young and fresh. And then 6 months later, and then a year later, and she's just turning into her own grandmother, and everything is falling apart. Her life just sucks. Like it's eating people's lives. It seems like it's the scourge of society.
You're judging it from the outside, Sarah. You haven't tried it, so I don't know.
Well, have you tried it? Have you done meth? Yes or no, and tell the truth for once.
I have tried it, yeah.
You have?
You tried it?
Whoa. I don't think I've ever heard anyone admit that.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and I don't like to talk about it because I'm not proud of it. That's all.
Then what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. It was actually really good.
Well, that's when Sarah was going on her thing about how it destroys your life. My thought is, well, that's how you know it's so good. Because it's worth it.
No,
your face is falling apart. You're like, it's worth it.
That was the whole thing. I mean, that was my approach was like, look, man, I mean, I gotta see what the fuss is all about, right?
There
like
you
all
go.
these people I can't pull off, man.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh, everyone's addicted to this and their fucking lives are falling apart. I gotta see what this is all about. That is you in a nutshell, Bryn. My God.
It's like fucking Pete Davidson.
Try this.
It's like fucking Pete Davidson. You know it's probably not going to be the best thing. You're not going to like it when you look back on it. You're not going to be proud, but you're like, dude, why is everyone doing it? I need to know.
I got to give that guy a shot.
I need to know what that fucking Staten Island dick is all about.
Yes,
you know, because it seems like it's something.
Yeah, it is something after all.
Pete Davidson is the meth of Hollywood.
He's the meth of comedy.
I am so jealous of Pete Davidson. Like,
fuck yeah.
He's like 25, you know, he's hilarious. Every time I go on any website, it's like Pete Davidson, not only famous and rich, also fucking that girl that is gorgeous. And no, not that one. Now it's another one. You're like, fuck, dude.
That one.
What the
all the hot chicks. Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Incredible. God.
He's like the Steve Harwell of 2021, you know.
Steve Harwell wishes.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
That is not who he is at all.
Kim K, man.
Yeah, I've been thinking about starting to drink again. I've been sober for 6 years.
I don't
know.
know.
Yeah.
I don't like that you came. You know what? You're not invited anymore.
Hey, walk us through your reasoning for that.
Yeah, because you were saying before we got on the air that it wasn't like you were an alcoholic whose life was falling apart, but when you did drink, you would black out like every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm missing.
I actually feel like you're not missing it.
No, I don't know. I was at my parents' house over Thanksgiving, and I was just like, when you're around your
really take the edge off my fucking parents.
Just sometimes, when you're around your parents and you're just like, okay, they're getting older. I need to really value this time. I really want to appreciate, but then you're also just like profoundly bored at the same time. You're just like, and then you feel guilty about being bored because you really want to be savoring this time. And I was like, I just think if I was drunk, it would be easier for me to juggle all of these different thoughts.
I think the problem with your drinking is in that statement. You don't have to be drunk to deal with your parents. It takes the edge off. You need to, you do you. You don't need to do anything I say. And frankly, you might be better off just not drinking. I mean, if you thought there was enough of a problem, then don't.
No, I mean, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna start doing it. It just sort of occurred to me. I was like, oh yeah, it is a cheat code. That's the thing with drinking. It's a cheat code for situations. You know what I mean? Like you can still
really makes everything a little smoother.
Yeah.
Or it just exacerbates whatever problem is. I mean, also it can be completely the opposite. Don't drink. You're doing the right thing.
Right.
You were also saying that because comedy and even Hollywood in general, just notorious for like drugs and cocaine and stuff, and you never got offered any.
No, that is true. Like the Comedy Store, which is like the place I hang out the most when I'm in LA, like that used to have like a lot of like coke. And I think there still was up until 5 years ago, you'd hear stories. No one ever offered it to me. Like, I guess I just must look like an undercover comic narc or something.
Laura says, do not start drinking again. Yeah, don't start drinking. I would hate to think that you went on our show and then you started drinking. It is okay not to drink, says Terry.
I'll be like, well, what was I supposed to do? They invited me to go on a happy hour,
Oh, no!
So, I mean, Sarah.
Last time, I actually thought you were drinking. Last time you were on, you were at your place in New York with your wife, and you were standing at the counter, and you had what looked like a cocktail, and you put up with us getting lit. It's got to be hard in comedy. It has to be hard.
No, actually, at this point, honestly, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do it. But the only time I ever saw cocaine in LA in like the 15 years, or whatever that I've been down here, is I had a one-night stand with a girl, and as I was handing her clothes back in the morning, a little vial of cocaine just went like, and fell out of her pocket on the floor. And it was like,
nice.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't even offer. She went home with you, and she didn't take it back.
Yeah, she went home and she's like, still don't know if this guy's a cop.
The people who carry around the vials are serious cokeheads because normally it's just a bag. That's what you get from the drug dealers. They don't give you the whole vial, and
that stuff's got to be prepared.
Right.
You know,
that's a good point. Yeah. I never thought about that.
I'm actually really glad no
coming
one
from the guy who tried meth, so
Yes, here's our drug expert. So you know.
What were you? When did you do it, Bram? Were you at like a monster truck rally? I mean, how does?
Were you in Tennessee?
I grew up in all the hoods of San Francisco, like the worst neighborhoods of San Francisco. So the ones you've heard about that are bad, that's where I grew up.
All of them. In the Tenderloin?
Tenderloin is where I lived when I was a young kid, and I went to the rec center for probably 10 years of my life. The Tenderloin Rec Center. That's when I witnessed my friends slinging crack and doing crack, and cops would come and they would have the little crack little baggies in their mouth.
Like tucked up in their cheek?
In their cheek, chipmunked. And when the cops would come, the way they would hide it was to swallow it. Because the cop would search their balls and check their pockets, and then they say, open your mouth and go la, 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 and then they leave, and then my friends would stick their finger in their throat and then wash it up and then put it back in their mouth to sell it.
Oh,
that's the kind of neighborhoods I grew up in. So
that's not very respectful to the hardworking drug addict that wanted like a sanitary bag of crack, you know?
Especially nowadays with COVID. Holy shit.
Yeah. What if you're like a crack addict with OCD? You're like, this hasn't been down your throat, right? Ugh,
It hasn't been in your stomach acid.
just to be clear.
It doesn't have your vomit on it.
Right.
Right.
They totally picked out the little crack bags from their vomit on the street.
When I hear stories like that, I'm like, is it that bad having a job? Like, is it worth doing that to deal drugs? Like, can't you just get like a good bar job? And you know what I mean? Do you have to? It just seems like such a fucking hazardous occupation.
It probably pays a lot more than those jobs do.
Or it's just what's available. You know, it's what you're surrounded by when you grow up in those environments.
Yeah.
Right. You don't know anything else.
Kid is doomed sometimes just based on their zip code.
Yeah, based on when they were born and who they were brought up with.
That's
hey, I get it. I grew up in Mendocino County. Sometimes we had to, you know, sometimes we couldn't even get Manischewitz for Hanukkah. We had to go with this regular Mont Merlot, and it was it was tough, you know.
Couldn't get the Grey Goose, had to get the Costco brand, right? The Kirkland.
Hey, I want to say congratulations to Dana D. I'll be 7 years sober in February.
Oh, nice.
All right, Dana D. You know what? I'll be 7. I might be 7 in February too, actually. I'm not even making that up. That's amazing. Congrats, Dana. Dana.
A lot of people congratulating her.
Yeah.
It's good.
It is good. It's good. It's the best thing I've done. I will say I eat a lot more sugar now. It's crazy. Like the amount of like sugar withdrawals you go through when you stop drinking.
Yeah, you know, Vinny always says he likes to have a piece of chocolate after dinner because it just fills a little gap.
Yeah.
You know, he's sober a long time now. I'm not sure how many years, but he's been back with me for like 13 and he was sober a couple, so it could be 15, 16 years. Man, that there's a guy who blew up his life and really got his shit back together.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, so it's 20 after. Do you want to play a couple of videos?
Yeah, if you want.
And then I want to reiterate all the wonderful places like Sally Tomatoes and the Marin Center that you can see Mo Mandel at over the holidays.
This guy right here.
Are you gonna come, Sarah?
This guy right here, that guy. No, I'm not going. Please. I'm telling you, I got something to do on New Year's Eve that I don't know if I'm dreading it or not.
Way to help him promote. Nah, I'm not going to that.
I know you were very dismissive. You know, you should have told your fans you were going to be there, and then text me like, "There's no fucking way I'm going to that jump." but just you could have told them there was like a meet and greet.
That was a C move, wasn't it?
Guys, Sarah's kidding. She's going to be there. Bryn's going to be selling meth. It's going to be a party. Come on out.
I don't sell meth, dude. I smoke it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He doesn't deal drugs. His life is busy enough without having to take your phone calls for drugs. He's listed in my phone under drug dealer, but it's not because I buy drugs from him.
You guys are so funny today. Like you were so defensive about me making fun of Smash Mouth, and then you were like super defensive about meth, and then I was like, why do drug dealers do it? You guys are like, hey, listen, they got to do what they got to do. All right? Fuck you, Mo. They got to do what they got to do. You guys are like all over the place. Like,
the fucking life they know, Mo. All right.
The poor kids, no one ever gave them a shot.
I know. Like, I don't know what to say.
Oh, your arms look good. By the way, earlier when you had your arms out like this, and I know that you're into the shadows of your bicep muscles.
Yeah.
Do it again. Put them out.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know what this is? This is all the trying to have a baby I've been doing. Sarah, you were talking about Friday's your sex day. I'm just coming off an ovulation week 7 times.
7 times in a week. So that's once per day.
Too much.
That's too much, huh?
Does she get UTIs a lot? Because sometimes it can be really hard on a girl.
No, should she? Does that speak about my masculinity that she hasn't?
No, not at all. Not at all. But I remember when we were trying to have our second kid, we did it so often, and I was so into it that I wound up with like a really bad UTI. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't think she's gotten one of those yet. I have hurt my back, and it's just exhausting. I like to have sex.
This is from hovering over her. You're in plank position.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh, these abs are good. These abs are looking real good.
I was scared about that the other day, actually. I think Mo's like close to my age, and for the first time, I'm like, during intercourse, I was like, oh shit, like my hip, like I never had any problem, like, boning away, and I was like, oh fuck, man, what's wrong with me? Oh my god, I'm starting.
Was it like a cramp?
It
Or
wasn't
was
a cramp. It was just the fact that I hadn't stretched in so long, and there's a lot of thrusting going on. You women don't have any idea how much.
Women have no clue. Like my wife will make fun of me for being so. She's like, "Oh my god, you're so sweaty." When I try to hug her, I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm not just like taking a nap. Like I'm doing like Pilates, and I'm like fighting a UFC fight over here. You know what I mean? You're pretty much just cozy watching TV, but it's my face like." That's what it looks like. But she's not pregnant yet. What are we doing wrong?
You lay a towel down on her body so that as you're hovering above her, like it
All right,
collects
let's see. What is he doing wrong? Anybody have any?
Yeah, why am my wife not pregnant yet?
Does she do this? Does she do this? Does she lay back afterwards and go like this?
Of course she does.
I ask her to, but she thinks she's a doctor and she claims that doesn't do anything.
It does. It lets it. It does.
It lets
She
it flow
doesn't
in.
know. The
Yeah.
doctors don't know.
Babe, I know you're a doctor, but Sarah's a radio host and Smash Mouth. Sarah's a Smash Mouth aficionado, and she who once may have been hit on by Steve Harwell. It's not clear.
Gives the little guys a chance to get on up there.
Well, that's what I said. I'm just like,
Stand up and fucking fall right out.
I know.
All right, hold on. So Morgan says she needs to be on top. I don't understand that.
I have to make the absolute. You're asking my guys to scale a wall like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible?
It's already hard enough for his little guys.
Now they're fighting gravity,
who
right?
are clearly very weak.
Oh, Sarah
is all over the place today. You know, you're ashamed. Actually, you know what's so weird? I got a sperm test, and they did say, 14. They said, "Oh, your sperm has bad mobility." And I was like, fuck, well, that's not good. So it's like my dick's like a parade float full of fat guys with bad ankles, pretty much. That's what I'm carrying around. Then my wife goes, no, that can't be right. And I'm like, you can feel them like buzzing around in there?
She's a urologist, right? So,
and I got to test it again, and it was better. The mobility was fine. So I don't know what I drank the day before, like too much coffee or something, but apparently like there was a party in my nutsack the night before the test, and they were all tuckered out or something.
They're tired.
I have a question about that. I wonder if how much liquid you drink affects it. Because if you don't drink enough water, it's not as
the viscous fluid isn't as loose. It's harder for them to swim to. They're all tuckered out by the time they get to the ovum.
Yeah, but speaking of this, I wonder why I can't remember her name, but just said that be on top. That does seem completely counterintuitive.
Yeah, that seems completely counterintuitive.
It does.
Yeah.
Like you want to turn them
slows mobility.
upside down and jackhammer down. That's the way to do it.
No, I don't smoke weed.
Yeah. You turn her up so she's like a vase and jackhammered down.
So this is my thought, and this is not based on too much natural science, but what I think I need to do is, like how you choke a garden hose and you let it go and it just like fires out. I think I need to just sort of like hold the base of my penis and then let him go, and my guys will just go, and then they just really fire. Yeah,
I agree with that. Yeah.
Well, look, if you can't get him to do that, that's why she needs to bring her knees up and curl it so that her cervix is inundated. Here's her cervix, and then the inundation is happening. These represent your sperm, and this represents your cervix.
These guys.
We're just trying to help Mo get pregnant.
I'm trying to figure it out. I wonder if is your dick big enough, Mo? Is it going?
Yeah, is it that your dick is?
Dude, my dick is big enough. Okay, she tells me that during sex.
Only doing anal. That's his question.
Oh well, I figure my guys are strong enough to climb over there. But that's what I said about. They said bad mobility. I'm like, dude, how far do they have to go? I'm not like putting it on her back. Like, good luck, fellas. You got a Lord of the Rings quest. You know what I mean? Like, I'm putting it in there. Like. So I don't know.
All right.
We'll see.
I think it's video.
What if you? Never mind.
More?
Okay,
I don't know.
It's kind of maybe it's going too.
Oh, this is a clean. This is kind of clean joke.
I'm not slurring yet at all.
No, you're not slurring.
Well, maybe I am.
This is true though. So she happened to be ovulating during Thanksgiving, and so we were at my parents' house, and I said I had to go to my parents. Like, could you guys maybe like leave or like just we have to like do it, And my mom is so desperate for her grandkids. She goes, why don't you guys use our room? The bed is more comfortable.
Has a lot more spring.
She actually offered her bed?
My wife came into the room. She's like, I don't know. Your mom is so different than my mom. I cannot believe she just did it.
I would never, I don't care why. I don't care how long you've been trying to have a kid. I don't care. I don't want anyone else boning in my bed.
I know my mom's like, it'll be quieter up there. I'm like, it won't be quieter in my head though while we're having sex.
I'll be in my mommy's room.
Yeah. And then what if she does get pregnant but it happened when I was in my parents' bed? Now that's real creepy and our kids are like cursed at that point, you know. I wasn't.
Wow.
So there you go.
You don't.
This is why I have to drink, Sarah.
So you
All right.
No, don't drink. So you declined then the offer of the parental bed.
Well, we did the first day, but then we did not do it. No.
That's good. Oh my God. How old are you guys? I gotta ask.
I'm 40 and she is 37.
Oh,
we're not too old. It's not
no,
young.
she's not too old. Listen, I had a girlfriend who got pregnant, surprise, at 49.
And her mom got pregnant at 44, I think.
Oh boy. Well, there you go. It'll happen.
We'll figure it out.
It's just hard. It gets really hard, and it becomes this like added pressure in your life.
Yeah.
Just try to enjoy the sex because once she's pregnant, that's it.
Yeah, that's what people keep saying.
Yeah. You'll be ready though. You'll be ready for it to be over. You're like, God, no more pressure sex.
So, Bryn, for the first video, why don't you fire up this shot of me and my wife having sex in my parents' bed that I sent you earlier?
Okay, great.
All right, hold on. Is that on Pornhub or?
We haven't got it on there yet. It's on Porn Yard.
Porn Yard. It's just a yard where you go and there's porn.
Like little sort of chicken fencing around.
Yeah, sure, right.
I have 2 videos today.
Okay,
all right.
I'm ready.
The first video is a crazy animal video, and the second one is something I thought was really cool. So this first one here is I'll just play it for you. All right, you ready?
Yes.
This guy is holding a piece of meat. What the fuck is that?
Like a leg of a lamb?
Yeah.
Like a leg of a goat.
All right, look.
He's gonna put it in the pea soup.
Come on, big fella. There he comes.
All right, guys, don't forget we're still operating into the wet for the top.
Oh my God!
Out here. See this big fella named Fordo?
Is that a crocodile? That's not even an alligator. That's a crocodile, right?
How fucking crazy is that?
Can you play it? Can you play it again? I want to see how it came out so fast.
Crazy because it's just like still water. Like what's going on here?
Come on, big fella. There he comes.
Oh my God, that is so horrifying.
You know the craziest thing about this is watch how long the guy stands there before he starts to back up.
I just thought about that. What if he would have slipped?
Watch.
Yeah, if he slipped, he's done.
Oh my God.
Could you stand there? I mean, I get it. It's only a second, but
that's crazy.
I mean, it looks like Jaws. Like it looks like that thing's on some sort of a conveyor belt flying out of there.
Is it a croc or an alligator?
I
don't know why that matters to me. It is a look. He's like, and then the gator's like, thanks, thank you.
That is so scary.
Oh my God. You know what? People shouldn't do that.
Well, let people do what they want. That's his passion.
I don't like
But
it.
those kids-
That's the day he forgets to bring half a goat. The thing's like, hey man, I'm coming for your kid.
Then he'll die doing what he loved, right?
Yeah, let those kids sell that meth in the Tenderloin, man. That's what I say. The same
you know,
kind of thing.
He had what sounded like an Australian accent to me.
You want me to go back?
Yeah. I want to watch that one more time.
All right,
Turn it up loud.
It's interesting to see though, because when you see them in the zoo, you're like, how do those things ever kill anything? And
Right.
Clearly, they got some fucking moves.
Let me turn it up louder too.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Come on, big
We
fella.
can't see it, Bren.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry about that.
There he comes.
Whoa! All right, guys, don't forget we're still operating into the wet for the top end safari camp day tour. Come out here. See this big fella named.
Oh, I guess he's doing tours of alligators, but I can't tell what that accent is. Anybody?
I don't know. It
It
could
sounds Aussie. It's some sort of Joe Exotic Australian accent.
Joe Exotic alligator.
This is the Alligator King. That's definitely who that is. Wow, that's really scary.
Oh my God.
Right?
This is okay. That one was good.
It was, right?
That was, that water, even that water just looks like pea soup, like radiation central. You know, it's like a stew of bad things. Okay.
Everybody's saying
It
Aussies.
does sound Australian, but I don't know.
All right. So the
Okay.
next one has nothing to do with that. It's
Okay.
completely different. All
Well, I
right.
hope it's just as good because that one, whew.
Yeah. So this one is like your best Amazon delivery guy. All right. Especially for someone like you, Sarah, because I know you order a bunch of shit and
I like my Amazon guy.
Well, Anita keeps ordering stuff. I'm like, can you stop?
No.
Why would
We need it? We needed it.
Boxes piled up.
It's Christmas every day.
All right, whatever. All right, here it is. He understood the assignment. You see what it says there?
Hide packages from husband. Got it.
All right.
Is this the one you thought you might have played for us before? Because I think you might have played this for us before.
Did I?
Maybe.
Listen to this. Listen to what happens, all right? He realizes at the very last second, because he looks down, he's like, oh shit, right? He's just working. He's delivering a package. He puts it in the corner and takes a picture of it.
So she gets the notification.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey,
Got a package?
No, I don't.
Oh,
No, I'm just here to tell you about the historic gospel of Jesus Christ.
oh. We're actually eating dinner now.
Okay, sorry to bother you.
That's okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you hear what he said?
No, I don't have a package. It's
I just want to spread the
gospel of Jesus Christ.
Dude, Bezos, pay these guys more. That is above and beyond.
That's a guy who really
He deserves a raise.
took the doormat seriously.
I just like to end on a funny note, and maybe
Yeah.
it wasn't as good as the alligator, but
No, it was good though. That was good. We don't have to watch that one 50 times. And you really hit it out of the park with the alligator thing. This was a nice come down. This was a nice step down to kind of calm us down and get us done. Okay, so Sally Tomatoes on Thursday the 30th.
Yeah, December 30th. One show, Salad Tomatoes. Get them tickets, guys. It's gonna be awesome. And then December 31st, on New Year's Eve, the Marin Event Center. And all these comics are great. My picture should be bigger, my picture should be larger, but the point is you can come to that show. It'll be good too.
The point is this is something you can attend.
This is also a thing you're allowed to attend. I was just keep thinking about that video, because how great would it be if the guy would have done that and then the door opened, that alligator came charging out.
That's just silly. All right, Mo, thank you for being on today. Hey, everybody who watched, thank you for watching. We hope you have the greatest weekend. We're all in the Christmas spirit. This actually might be the last happy hour for the rest of the year.
Maybe.
Brittany, because next week I got a dinner that I got to
Yeah,
go to.
maybe, or I can maybe just do a random hookup with you at some point. Who
Yeah,
knows?
that'd be fun.
And
Okay.
people are asking when Mo can come back. He's going to be on our show live on the radio with us next week.
Main show. Now, when are you coming to my house, or is this like a Zoom in thing?
He's not going to be in town.
I think we're doing a Zoom ski.
Okay.
Yeah.
If anybody's on YouTube, go to my channel. I got a bunch of stuff up there too. But
say the address. We're all on YouTube right now.
Mo Mandel. Just if you go to my channel, Mo Mandel.
Oh, nice.
Mo, and there it is, right under his face.
There
Yeah,
it is, right there. And I was kidding about the drinking stuff, guys. Sobriety brought to you by water.
Nice.
Looks like a beer can, contains only water.
Very,
and
very.
Congrats to Bryn for quitting meth, and thank you guys for having me back.
Thanks. It was a long time coming.
Yeah. It's always great to have you.
Tough battle. All right, Mo.
All right, thanks, guys.
Great.
Peace.
All right,
Bye.
guys. See you later. Cheers.
Bye, guys. Thank you.